What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Road to the Final Oblak, and he is coming in at 175 Atletico keeper, the highest rated keeper in the game. Can he get a big upgrade? It's going to be an interesting one, and to be honest, I'm not necessarily happy that there's a goalkeeper now in the promo, but we have had so many promos stretching from FIFA 20 all the way into FIFA 21 where they've just stopped putting them in. And I know we complain about goalkeepers being in promos because more than likely they're the easiest ones to pack. That is fair enough, and I can kind of understand that, but we do need promo goalkeepers as well. I know if we get Team of the Year, more than likely that keeper's in. If we get to the chance of icons, then obviously that keeper's in as well. But I do like some promo keepers. It gives you that option. And I think with Oblak, yes, he is the highest rated keeper, and I probably still do prefer Courtois. But I just think that it's nice to have kind of a variety of promo goalkeepers. I don't know what you could do to necessarily make them a little bit less of the pack weight, because if you raise them up, then obviously they're still going to be there. Potentially you could lower its... It's a tough one. I was going to say, if you can lower it quite low, then obviously he becomes more common, and then that's not a good thing. So it is an annoying one, but I think you could probably make some sort of pattern that makes it that you're not just getting goalkeepers every single time. But Oblak is coming in. He is from, obviously, Atletico. Let's get into some in-games. I know there's only a few, so it should only just be a quick review. I kind of do like to do some of the goalkeepers, and especially one that potentially could go up quite high. Atletico are not a rollover team, so we could see them get far, pretty far maybe. I'm going to say quarters in the Champions League, but let's get into it. So if we do go into Oblak's stats then, there is only a few. He is a 3-star weak foot. He is 6'2", right-footed, and trait-wise we have got, if I can click it, goalkeeper, long throw, and comes for crosses. Obviously, we do see the comes for crosses in Edison, and I do like that trait. I think it's very nice when in terms of actual saving crosses, if you can get someone who maybe knows what they're doing to an extent, but not enough to make these kind of like weird tactics, moving everybody everywhere. It's a good trait to have. The long throw is quite a nice one as well, as a quick kind of counter attack. Obviously, kicking does kind of vary, whereas I think throwing is that little bit more accurate for me, which it should do, because obviously if you kick a ball, you're going to be able to throw it more on point than you are being able to kick it normally. In terms of stats, we have got 89 diving, 92 reflex, 93 handling, 79 kicking, 51 speed, and 91 positioning. At the end of the review, we will be comparing him to two of the keepers that I personally have used quite a lot and think are the top rated keepers in the game, just to see what the sort of kind of chem style or the certain stats look in comparison. But if we do put a basic on him, so it's just a generic basic, we do get him having 94 diving, 98 handling, 84 kicking, 54 speed, 97 reflex, and 96 positioning. That for me is a very, very nice statted card already. In terms of what you could get for your speed, which I believe is wall, is it? Which one gives you speed? Does none of them give you speed anymore? I thought a couple gave them actual speed, but maybe not. So I'd say if that is the case, I don't know if that's messed up or not, but I'm pretty sure there was one that actually gave you a little bit more speed boost, but it seems on here it's not possible. So I'd say basic is the chem style for it. But anyway, let's get into some in-game stuff and some gameplay, and we'll see how we did. So Oblak, nice keeper. Decent shot stopper, reflexes were really nice, couple of bad defending moves. Obviously I do try and move the keeper as well, which is always handy every now and then. Sometimes I do struggle and maybe I don't put him in the right way and it kind of leads me to losing a lot. I did find that he didn't really kind of hold on to many balls. He was kind of more of like a shot stopper, but it kind of bounced everywhere. And sometimes, like you look at some of these, they're pretty close, so I kind of expect it not to be held as such, because if they are literally within kicking distance, I don't expect him to be able to hold on to that. We see here, it's a cracking save again, great reflexes, really nice diving on him, and he does save a lot. And to say that I do, my defending isn't amazing, so it does save me quite a lot. Do I think Courtois is better? For me, I would still say yes, but I've played more games with Courtois. So if we do go into the overall review for Oblak, as you can see, stats are very nice. He's a good keeper. He's decently priced. I think 166 isn't terrible. In terms of generations, he has got quite a big of a career. Atletico is where he started and predominantly spent the entire of his career so far on FIFA. He has got a team of the season in 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Can we make 21 the same? Obviously, he's had various informs, special cards, man of the matches, and it's quite nice to see. We see him go from a 77 to an 87 in 2 years, then up to an 88, 90, 91, and then obviously he has retained his career as a 91 keeper in FIFA 21. In terms of links, Militao, Varane, just Real Madrid players. We have had a rule breaker, Atletico Jimenez. Very, very nice card there. I don't think I reviewed that one. I actually packed him out of a 5k pack, so very nice for that. But in general, I think he's got good links. Obviously, La Liga doesn't have many strong links to players that necessarily you'd want in your team. Obviously, he does have more links with some of the players at the top that actually would do quite well. But we are mainly looking at Jimenez. We have got Philippe, but I think he is a little bit too slow in my opinion. And that's really all you can do. Left back, right backs are not really in it. But he does have a lot of weak links to Ramos, Varane, Militao, Longley, Umtiti. There's a long list of good defenders in La Liga. Then you obviously could go icons. It's another way to kind of get him in. In terms of comparing him then, for me, I think one of, if not the best keeper, golden inform rated, has got to be this man right here. Courtois is a sensational keeper. And then another one that I really do like, I think he's not necessarily fallen off the mark now, but I think there is a lot of options, and I am seeing a lot of people using Courtois quite a lot. So if I was to look, I think speed for me is always a big one, but I think nowadays it all depends as well on the rest of his stats. I feel like that's not necessarily the most important anymore, and there is always the kind of EA kind of aids as such, whereas you just can't save it. There's certain shots like last year with the near post OP, you can't save it. There's just no point trying. It's just how it happens. This year there's not really a huge amount yet. There's some animations that are working better than others, but there's not that, or personally, there's not that shot that goes in every single time if you get it on spot. But in terms of keepers, I think these are some very nice options. Obviously, Edison being the cheapest, Oblak being the most expensive, just because he is a live card and potentially has the rating upgrade as he kind of continues his career in the Champions League. Courtois missed narrowly on a Player of the Month, which would have been absolutely sensational. I think probably the only reason he lost that vote was because Oblak was going to road to the final. Who knows? But it would have been nice to have been able to get a Player of the Month for him. And another keeper who I am seeing a lot, if I do want to just compare him to now, not necessarily the best, but what's considered very, very good in this game. And it is two players. It is a new keeper. Don't know why I'm putting a Z there. It is Peter Cech and Van der Sar. Obviously, the price tag is massive, massive difference. But I just wanted to see kind of like if you have a look at the stat difference. Again, we haven't got a huge amount of speed, but these are obviously some of the best goalkeepers on the game. I've played against Cech and Van der Sar already, and they are absolutely phenomenal. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. And if you want to subscribe, we're going to be getting more road to the finals. We've got Mason Mount coming next. Then we've got a big boy Rashford for the 100th review on the channel. Make sure you like for that. Get this in the algorithm. And I'll see you all for the next one.